So finding a comfortable seat, whatever that is for you, and allowing the spine to rise nice and tall. That can often happen best when the sit bones are lifted up a little bit. So maybe you're on a cushion or a blanket, maybe even a block. Softening the gaze or closing the eyes. And beginning to deepen the breath here. See if you can really follow the breath through the body as you lengthen and deepen. And notice where your inner space is in relationship to yourself right now. A little tickle in my throat. And just like, how are you regarding yourself? Or maybe disregarding yourself, or celebrating yourself at this moment in your life, at this moment in the year. Holidays can bring up a lot for us too. And see if you can notice those awarenesses and keep the breath flowing. And with this awareness, if there's some negativity, judgment, friction, see if your body would be willing to invite in a little more ease, compassion, befriending with the breath. And if it feels approachable to you, to set an intention to receive from yourself today for our practice. To receive your own love and attention. Just for this small portion of this day. Let that come with some curiosity of like, I wonder what that will look like or what that will feel like. And with your next inhale, bring your hands to press palm to palm at your heart center. And as you exhale, gently open your eyes, taking in the colors and the light around you. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, interlace your hands, press them away from you, rounding your spine. Inhale, arms up, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, wrist circles just until the arms are straight out from the shoulders. We're going to reach them out. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to cross the arms, right arm on top of left, and give yourself a hug. You might close your eyes and just feel how it feels to receive your own embrace. Really sweet. Inhale, open the arms up. And exhale, wrist circles continuing down, all the way down. Interlacing the hands behind the back, rolling the shoulders. Inhale, lift, arms, heart, gaze. 2 deep breaths here. Feel the expansion through the heart center, shoulders dropping down. And then releasing the hands, bring them back to the heart center. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the hands, press them away from you, rounding your spine. Inhale, arms up, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, wrist circles out to the side. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, cross left arm on top of right, giving yourself a hug. And maybe closing your eyes. And again, tuning in, how does it feel to receive your own embrace? Maybe it feels validating, presencing. With your next inhale, open your arms back out to the sides. Then exhale, wrist circles all the way down. And then interlacing the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders. Inhale, lift, arms, heart, gaze. Exhale here and 2 more breaths. Are you feeling that heart center radiating out to all of your being? You're a miracle of a fabulous person, flaws and all. Bringing your hands forward to your legs, your knees if you're cross-legged, and begin to circle the ribs and see if there's kind of a churning of connectivity that can happen through your whole being here. And going back the other way. And coming back to center, letting your arms hang by your sides, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, roll the shoulders to the ears. And exhale, out the mouth, down the back. 2 more times. Let that exhale be a melting into that self-care, self-love, and stretching the legs out in front. You can bounce out the knees, roll the feet around. Lovely. So bringing the hands back to the heart here, flexing the feet, squeeze the legs in against each other with a little slight bend in the knees. Lifting the spine up nice and tall. Feel that connection of the heart space with the hands. With your next inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, and you might lean back a little bit. And then exhale, hinging forward out over the legs, and just letting the hands fall wherever they do. Their first forward fold, so let it just be gentle and compassionate, and notice what arises here. If there's judgment or negativity, commentary, how far can you bend forward today in this moment? And see if you can find a little softening in the body, softening in the perspective. To be like, oh wow, in what ways does this feel good right now? With your next inhale, coming back up, lengthening the arms, leaning back slightly, squeeze those legs, flex the feet. And exhale, hinging forward again, and noticing maybe you can go a little further this time, deepening into that self. Let's do one more time. Inhale, coming back up. Let's open the arms to cactus arms as we lean back. And inhale, coming back up. And exhale, folding forward, maybe going even a little deeper. Keeping that little bend in the knees, the legs squeezing in, melting. Allowing what is right here, right now. And inhale, coming back up, letting the arms stay heavy, maybe sliding up the outsides of the legs. Bend the knees, place the feet on the floor, and hands back behind you, fingertips facing the body, and let the knees drop side to side here. Massaging out the low back and hips. And then we'll come back to center here. Bring those feet in a little closer. And we're gonna rock forward to come to a squat. So if you need to be up higher, feel free to do that. That's totally fine. And finding your version of a squat, melting the hips down, lengthening through the spine. Feeling the pelvis soften, the hips relax. This is an area we can carry a lot of tension, a lot of hold it together with the shoulders and the hips. One more breath here. And then pressing the hands down into the floor, lifting the hips up, lengthening the legs. Hang in a forward fold. And then inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up. Palms pressed together. And exhale, hands to the heart. So pause for a moment here. Feel your feet grounded right here, right now. The strength of the flesh and bone connecting to the earth and rising from it. Feel how sturdy and strong this physical being is. Gratitude for that. And gently opening the eyes if you close them, and we're going to move to the top of the mat. And you can put your blanket across the middle of your mat because we're going to be dropping our knees. So if you like to have a little support there, set it up. Good self-love to have that blanket ready for you. So hands to the heart, feet grounding down, toes wide, soft knees, lifted heart. Mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down. Place the hands, step the right foot back behind you. High or low lunge. Inhale, lifting the arms up. So grounding down through the feet, and if you'd like to drop that right knee to the floor, you're welcome to do that. We're all going to in just a moment, but if you'd like a little more challenge here, feel free. So here, we're going to open the arms, cactusing them, looking up. Feel that heart expansion. Inhale, lifting the arms up. And exhale, we're going to bring the arms down as we drop that back knee if it's lifted, and you can uncurl the back toes. So reaching the arms out in front of you, we're going to inhale, open the arms wide. And then exhale, hinging forward from the hips, and you got it. We're going to give ourselves a hug, left arm on top of right, and just curling in, nice squeeze. Inhale, opening back up, little back bend. Exhale, right arm on top of left, curling in. Nice squeeze here. Inhale, opening out and reaching up. And folding forward, touching the mat. And shifting the hips back, lifting the left toes up off the floor. Coming into that forward fold. Into honoring your own goodness, your inherent beauty and courage. Traveling all of these days, you're gifted to live here. One more breath. And then inhale, walking forward, sinking the hips. And if you'd like, you can lift that right foot up off the floor, getting a little more stretch in the quad. And if you want to go even further, you can bring the right hand out to the right and reach back with the left hand. A couple breaths here. And releasing, hands come back to the mat and step back to a down dog. Walking out your dog. And inhale, pulling forward, plank pose. Feel free to drop your knees, and we're going to lower down all the way to the belly. Inhale, lift up head, hands, heart, and legs. Exhale, back down. Again, inhale, lifting up. And exhale, bringing the arms and legs out to the sides. Inhale, back in. Exhale, out. Inhale, in. Exhale out. Inhale in, exhale down. Press back to a child's pose here. And I'm going to invite you, if that self-hug feels good, or you'd like to even just explore it more, to come into a child's pose with that hug. So you're going to wrap around, and having some space between your knees for your elbows to rest is nice. This winter can be a time of internal befriending. And then reaching the arms back out in front of you, pulling forward to hands and knees. Exhale, round to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Curl the toes under, press back to a down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it through to the top of the mat, followed by the left. Hang in a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up with bent knees. Palms pressed together. Exhale, hands to the heart. And before we do the other side, we're going to just do a little shaking. So shake out the body. You can jump around. Just letting go of the things that are popping up. All right. I'm going to come back to our other side. So hands to the heart. Toes spread wide. Soft knees. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down, place the hands, step the left foot back behind you, high or low lunge, finding your balance. Inhale, lifting the arms up. And really feeling down into the support of the earth, the expansion from that grounded place. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale, open the arms to cactus arms. Looking up, expanding through the heart. But expanding inward. Receiving that expansion towards yourself. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, we're going to come down, dropping that back knee if it's lifted, and then we're going to come up reaching arms forward at first. And then inhale, open the arms to the sides. Exhale, crossing right arm on top of left, hinging forward in this self-hug. Inhale, coming up, opening the arms. Exhale, left arm on top of right. And give yourself a hug, supported by that right knee. Inhale, opening back up. And exhale, we're going to come forward, touching the mat. And then shifting the hips back, lifting the right toes up, melting the head towards the leg. Taking several breaths here as we get into the hamstrings and the hip. Maybe you feel this down into your calf. And there be an opening into appreciation, love, compassion, understanding, knowing that this relationship with the self is the bedrock of all other relationships that will happen. Inhale, pulling forward, and we're going to stretch into that back leg. And if you'd like, you can bend the left knee and lift it up, deepening into that quad stretch, and you can take the left hand out to the side, reach back with the right, and stretch that quad even deeper wherever you are. Take a couple deep breaths. And releasing, bringing the hands back to the mat and sweeping back to a down dog. Moving if that feels good to you. Finding a deep friendship with your body friend. Has a lot to share with you if you listen. Inhale, pulling forward to a plank pose. And this time we're going to drop the knees and then drop the chest and chin. Booties in the air, and then scoop forward, pressing up into whatever version of Cobra feels approachable to you right now. And hold for a breath. And then curling the toes under, press back to a down dog. With the next inhale, lifting the left leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it through top of the mat, followed by the right. Hang in a forward fold. Shake the head around, yes, 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 no, no, no. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Palms pressed together. Exhale, hands to the heart. And then opening the arms out to the sides. And exhale, left arm on top of right. And give ourselves a hug standing here. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. And then beginning to sink down. So bending the knees and coming down as far as you can. If you need to let go of your hug, feel free. And then I invite you to rock backwards until you're resting on your back. You can bring your arms back into a hug if you've lost that on your way down. And rock the legs side to side. And then opening the arms out as you drop both knees over to the right. Sinking into this twist, really inviting that left shoulder to drop down to the earth. Let's take 2 letting go breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Letting go of those inner obstacles. With your next inhale, coming back up. And as you exhale, drop your legs all the way over to the left and really let that right shoulder sink down to the earth. And let's take 2 letting go breaths here. With your next inhale, unwind, come back to center, place your hands on your knees, hug them into your chest, and then guide them out to the sides, reach through the inside of the knees, holding on to your ankles or the outside of your feet for happy baby pose, and you can rock a little side to side here. If there's any final poses you would like to find before coming to Shavasana, feel free. Otherwise, stretching out long on your back, setting yourself up well, maybe continuing to rest on this blanket or putting it under your head or your knees or covering you up. And then melting into stillness. Feeling this deep connection with yourself, a deep respect, a reverence for this life journey, for your incredible skills and talents that maybe you forget to value. So close to ourselves, it's hard to see. As you're laying here, zoom out, see yourself resting here, and just shower yourself with affirmations, with gratitude, with the adoration of just being in awe. Like you're a person who's multifaceted, exploring each day. Look at how you've evolved, how you've grown and embraced what life has offered to you. The challenges and the gifts. Bringing your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor. And come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. And sitting with your eyes closed. Allow these words by young Pueblo to wash over you. Self-love begins with the acceptance of where we are now and the history we carry, but it does not stop there. Self-love is an energy we use for our own personal evolution. It is a meeting and balance of two critically important ideas: loving who we currently are and simultaneously transforming into the ideal version of ourselves. Though these ideas may seem contradictory, they are both required for our ultimate success. Without acceptance, our transformation into a happier and freer self would be highly difficult. Why? Because it is much harder to change and let go of what we hate. Self-love helps us develop deeply into ourselves and release the patterns of our subconscious that impact our behavior and emotions. True self-love is when one understands that the inward journey is the path to freedom, that observing and releasing our inner burdens is what will make us feel lighter and more aware. Self-love does not grow the ego. It does the opposite. It is our ego that carries the cravings that causes our suffering. The incessant craving that rests at the center of the ego is the ultimate block that stops us from achieving freedom. Since true self-love is the gateway to unconditional love for all beings, this must mean that many people in our world are suffering from a lack of self-love. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. And take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells in your being. Thank you for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.